The following program is a work of fiction intended to educate and astonish the YouTube community. It has been carefully edited to conform to all YouTube guidelines, and any resemblance to any real contests, prizes, phone contacts, websites, or historical figures is purely coincidental.
Previously on Seattle Rock Today.
From now on, you will no longer closely resemble Don Knotts on the Andy Griffith Show, or that bombastic media personality Ted on Mary Tyler Moore. I don't mean literally on Mary Tyler Moore, I mean on the Mary Tyler Moore television show.
Welcome back, Beelzebubers. Welcome back, you poppin' jays. Welcome back, my favorite mountebanks and apostrophes. Well, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being there. Because, well, if you remember what happened last time, I got hooked up with my old high school sweetheart, Susie. She was going to be on the show. You got stuck in traffic. And, well, I know it's happened to you, but it happened to me. And again, I'm so grateful that you're there, because guess what happened? Well, I went over, knocked on her door. No answer. I looked for a car. Car was gone. Tried texting her, calling her. After 2 days, hey, I figured she's gone. It's like it didn't happen, but it did. It kind of hit me here, and I go, what's going to pull me out of this? I'm not going to feel sorry for I'm Jackson Parker. I am forbidden for feeling sorry for myself. And also it helps having you standing up for me, because I want to say, having friends, having fans. Oh, thank you for all the thousands of emails, the thousands of phone calls. Our series on I'm Carlos now is it's like, it is the biggest show. It is the biggest show in the whole Seattle market. It's the biggest show. And I know it kind of looks like we're kind of drafting on just the superlative episodes of I'm Carlos now. But that's okay. Hey, we've kind of become friends. We kind of work together. I even recognize some of the actors. I think you might too. So anyways, Susie's gone. You probably have somebody that's gone too. So what's the answer? The answer is affirm the tragedy, move on with art. Affirm the tragedy, move on with art. And we've got a big show for you today. We've got a big artist from Romania, Radil Tănescu. Now, you might not have heard of him, but he is big. When I say he's big, he's 7'2". He weighs 415 pounds. The guy is huge. And he's got a great sense of humor. And he's got this really unique sound. He's come to Seattle to sign up with a label. I'm going to mention that later. And we're really excited to have him on Seattle Rock Today. KRAG 93.93.93. And I can't wait to get to it. Hey, Gare, whatever happened to Ken Griffey?
Oh, Mr. Parker, yeah, big show, and it was great. I got there just in time, and Mr. Griffey was so nice. He autographed my glove and the ball.
Oh, the glove and the ball.
Yeah. So I was delighted with that. But even more delighted with that is my new biggest best friend I got backstage here with him, Mr. Parker.
Is Radil? Finally we get a guest that shows up. That's fantastic.
Yeah, all 7'2", 415 pounds of the guy.
Right.
And most of the other stations like KABE up there in Olympia wouldn't have him on because, well, he's a mute, of course.
Right. Well, I'm sure I told you that, right, folks? He's mute. Okay, that's cool. I think he probably comes from a village of mutes. High up in the Transylvanian mountains is my guess.
Absolutely, Mr. Parker. He's never been able to talk, but he talks through his music.
Well, yeah. Well, we're looking forward to having one real soon, but I think we need to get a clip of I'm Carlos now, right?
Oh, yeah, that was voted in. The episode is called Empty.
Empty?
Yes, it was in Season 2, Episode 12.
That got the most votes, Empty.
Yes, sir.
Empty. It sounds like more of a drama than a comedy. Am I right?
It's very dark, Mr. Parker.
Very
dark.
Dark. Well, it fits the mood. I mean, you need art to get out of the darkness. You need dark art to get out of the darkness. It's like what the Greeks used to call catharsis. Right, folks? Right, you Beelzebubers? You asymptotes? Yeah, my fans. I love you. You're the best. You are the best. Well, Garrett, do we have the first clip ready?
Yeah, we got the poem that is the same title called Empty there, Mr. Parker.
Okay, I was starting with, there we go. We were talking about art, and poetry is the queen of the arts. So, hey, Garrett, let's roll it. Come on, let's roll it. Let's go.
Empty. Frank takes the train to New York, sketching details of the plan with a little legroom and post-punk eyeliners in the club car. Disembarks Port Authority, waves goodbye to the caffeine-driven ash cans and groupies. Now he recognizes the material agent running deep in his blood again. Now the flight from California starts to make sense. Raoul named the hotel where Achille Cardoza stays. So Frank takes a cab to Katz's Diner. 20-minute wait for a Rubin masterpiece. Then cruising the Chelsea galleries, his aesthetic indifference to the 1980s rocked by something fresh, brutal, at the Mary Boone Gallery. Jean-Michel Basquiat. Here is a soul on fire. Here's the Picasso of pain. Frank wanders through street vendors to the back entrance of the Washington Square Hotel. Finds a blue service uniform hanging on a silver hook and knocks on Cardoza's door. You rang for a cocktail? No, I ordered nothing. Go away. Complimentary, sir. Complimentary. He knocks again softly as Achille opens the door. Frank evades his arrogance with a plastic smile and ceremonially puts the drink on the side table, stepping away as if waiting for a tip. Achille says something in Spanish, turns, reaching for the glass when Frank chokes him from behind and etches a thin red line on his throat with a plastic knife. Never, never touch Desi again. Never. Do you understand? Do you? Cardoza slumps to the floor, maybe shocked, maybe fainted, maybe a heart attack. Doesn't matter. Frank had a message to deliver, a growl forced from deep inside by recurring emotional trauma. And it's been delivered. He closes the door, retraces the back stairs, puts the uniform back on the hook, then out, walking numb, remembering the agent's dilemma. After a completed mission, how empty the mind, how empty the world. Frank's shuffling for hours, empty. Maybe the Bowery, maybe Tribeca. At 3 a.m, Frank finds himself back at Washington Square Park, watching a crazy hare shooting up heroin on a bench, surrounded by notebooks and doodles. A small canvas with 2 skulls propped against a dirty backpack. Basquiat? How much for the painting? Basquiat nods, mumbles, nods again, nods out. Empty. When Frank puts 3 Jacksons in his shirt pocket, carries the paintings away, he's headed for chickpeas and a beer for breakfast at Max's Kansas City, thinking these voodoo teeth, skulls, will fill the emptiness for a while.
Whoa. Was that powerful? I mean, that's what I think the audience and the staff here, we understand that that's powerful stuff. The graphics remind me of something, but I can't exactly put my finger on it. But the emotion, of course you followed the story, but this is a very, very important confrontation between Frank, right, and his father-in-law, who is the white man. Well, I won't get into it too much because I'll be talking about I'm Carlos all day. It's taken us to the top. It's like when you hang out with number one, you become number one. That's pretty clear. And we've got a big guest. This is the right time to bring out Radil Tănescu, who's going to be our next.
What do you mean? It's right. No.
It's going to be our next great discovery.
Oh, no. You're kidding. No.
On Seattle Rock Today.
It's just a show.
Hey, okay, Garrett, you can bring him out now.
Mr. Parker, we got a little problem here. It's not that he's mute. The problem is he also has stage fright and doesn't want to come out on stage. Mr. Parker.
Whoa. Okay, so let's see. He doesn't want to come out. He's 6'7"
He says he'll answer your questions though. Maybe he'll just like write them down or something.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Hey, this is Seattle Rock Today. We can handle anything. I mean, we are number one. Thanks to Mick and Maury. I mean, we've got all the money in the world. I mean, we can handle if we can handle royalty problems without just like that.
Royalties.
Yeah, we can handle stuff like mute giants. We got no problem. Hey, come on out.
Okay, Mr. Parker. You know, I tried to watch that episode last night.
Oh, you got the glove?
Yeah, they took it down, but whatever. We'll bring it back up. Once Mick and Maury cashes that in, it'll be fine. Yeah, so forgot to mention, Ken Griffey was very kind, and he autographed one of your golf balls for you.
Oh.
How about that, Mr. Parker?
Wow, that is cool. Wow, I'm going to put that right in my pocket.
Center fielder of the Stars. Magic man, magic guy.
I mean, he is the smoothest patrolman of center field I've ever seen. He's just effortless. Sounds like he treated you real good. Sounds like he treated you like a 10-year-old.
Oh yeah, 10-year-old, yeah. No, yeah. It was great. Get back to my baseball roots when I was playing Little League.
Oh, I love baseball. I mean, it's one of my favorite sports. I particularly like pitchers. I used to be a Little League pitcher, and I was always, fooling around on the inside, fooling around on the outside. I'd have this little mind game with the hitters. I only gave up one home run in my whole career, but it was, he hit a good pitch. That's all I can say. So, I don't know if shall we ask him a question or something?
Sure. Let's try it.
Okay.
See what he says.
Let's see. Okay, just ask him what his musical influences are. That would be a good place to start.
Let me take it back there and
okay.
Give an answer here.
Okay, see if we can get an answer. Stay tuned, folks. We'll solve this little thing. It's a live show, so we go with the flow. It's logical.
Are you sure about this ordeal? Really? Okay, I'll tell him.
Okay. Well, at least he answered. Okay. So Radil's primary. Now you have to remember that his band is called the Silt Flats, and his primary musical influence is Lester Flatt, like Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs guitar. I mean, it's maybe a little strange for us, but hey, we're open to any kind of musical influence.
You know, Mr. Parker, that because he's so big and his hands are so big,
yeah,
he could only use a bass neck guitar with guitar strings on it to get his fingers to play.
Wow.
In his little casata out there in the Romanian mountains, Transylvania. Just sitting there with his little 4-track.
That's
7'2" giant hovering over a 4-track with a long bass neck with 4 guitar strings, trying to get those big fingers in there. It's remarkable.
Wow. Wow. Well,
Remarkable.
I know. I can sense what my fans want to know. They really want to know what label he's going to be signing with. So.
We have that down there somewhere, Mr.
Yeah.
Parker?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, let's find out what label. Maybe it's Rockstars or one of those other labels.
Oh, my goodness.
Sub
coming
Pop.
out of this.
I don't know.
Okay. You're not going to believe it, Mr. Parker, but it's not
Okay.
really that the label's the big deal. It's where the label is.
Oh,
It's the location of the label, it turns out.
why is that? Why is that?
Because the label's in the same town where the Stellar Eagle is currently, if you've been following that, folks.
The Stellar Eagle. That's
got
originally from Siberia?
We got a Stellar's Eagle visiting our state here, and it's the first one to visit Washington State in 212 years.
Okay. So he doesn't really know the label, or maybe he does, but he doesn't want to tell us.
Well,
Okay, that's okay.
he came halfway around the world for some buku,
Sure.
but hold on 1 second, Mr. Burger.
Yeah.
Eileen? Yeah. Oh yeah, just tell him to put his hands on the copy machine. It'll work fine. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well,
We want another clip, maybe, or?
I've got maybe one more question if he's available.
Oh, okay, sure. We can do another one.
Did you do one more?
Yeah.
I'd kind of like to know. I mean, he's a giant from the mountains. I'd kind of like to know, if he comes from a family of giants or not, or something. I don't know.
Find out.
We'll find out.
You come from a mountain of. Tell me about this. We're live. We're live. We can't. Do you have some filler, Mr. Parker?
Oh, sure I do. I'll roll it for a little bit. I wanted to take this moment to thank Mick and Maury because, in addition to the royalty, the real spider problem we had, I mean, they have been so supportive of this whole project of getting interfaced with I'm Carlos now. I mean, it's true there's a music and art, but we are expanding the whole program. We are making every other rock show in the country question their horizons. They're oh, okay, here we go. We're back.
Here's his answer, Mr. Parker. It's rather remarkable.
He says he's an only child. His mother had 2 miscarriages before him. Well,
Wow.
okay.
He's a spiritual child. I mean, that's.
But is his mother a giant too? He didn't
wouldn't
say.
No. But I mean, she had 2 miscarriages and went through with this birth too, which is
Right.
Now that's remarkable, folks. Think about this poor woman.
I think so. My goodness. Well, I'm sure he's very close to her, and maybe that's why he came all the way over here to sign the contract. And
Make some money and
Yep.
take it back to the village.
I think so.
What's that? Hold on. It won't fit on the copy machine. Put one hand on at a time. No, Eileen, put one hand on if it's too big, then put his other hand on. Mr. Parker, there's another reason why he came to the U.S.
Why is that?
Well, in Washington here, we got Luxor leathers, which I'm sure you're all familiar with for your motorcycle needs and stuff.
Right.
Getting your leather gloves. Custom fit, hand-stitched gloves. All you got to do is send them a copy of your hands.
Yeah.
And they will take the copy you send them and make gloves. And
It's
he
like-
can't get that in Romania.
It's like Langlet's down in Portland. It's just one of these
You
custom
want me-
shops.
I'll take a look. Hang on, Mr. Parker.
Okay. So I was saying that Mitch and Maury are just, Mick and Minnie they're just top notch. I mean, they are willing to go.
Oh, they look great. Mr. Parker,
Yeah.
they look
Oh,
great.
look
See,
at
fans?
that! Look at that! Ho ho ho!
Our giant.
Oh my goodness! There you go.
Yeah, he's gonna get some nice motorcycle gloves out of this. Luxor leathers.
Luxor leathers.
Mick and Maury. They're gonna pick up the tab. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, Mick and Maury take care of. Mick and Maury, they're the best. I mean,
And he likes Don Carlos now too, Real. Can you believe this? Halfway around the world, Romania, he watches it.
Well, he says it.
He likes Frank Galendover.
He likes Frank.
The fact that he's a material agent, really could identify with that.
So it might be time to run the clip. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's roll it. Material agent, roll it. He's the son of Owen Glendover, and his Welsh blood gives him the right to ride over dreams as if they were distinctions of will. He refuses to prefer the continuity of waking life to what occurs to his mind while he sleeps. Even when his Celtic pride strikes genius and gives the glint of autonomy to his actions, experience remains more a matter of taste than memory. Was he recruited as an AFS student in Leningrad? Trained in the intricate loyalties of the Soviet man, and given mystic vision into the true nature of material? Or was this a personal fantasy running deep in the blood? Or maybe a collective spirit ruling his decisions from the blue? Everything he does is jacketed by intellect and contradiction. Until he misses a haircut at the Mission Inn, and the Cold War stops. As red curls cover the tips of his ears, he asks himself one last question, and then lets it all go. His handlers in Moscow curse, send the local guerrillas to reel him in. But they don't have a chance, because now he feels his sensual destiny. SDS and the other leftist groups are jokes. Nobody can be a hippie like me. I am Shakespeare's every character. I am Emerson's every personality. I will inherit the earth. I am the material agent. I will eliminate the metaphysical, starting with the strongest Eastern masters. So he picks up a passport from a safe house in Fremont. Next morning, he's on a flight to Hong Kong, feeling flipped like Mercurio, poxing both their houses. I'm going to take out a few gurus, he comments to the hostess as she pours his Canada Dry ginger ale. man. Man must be overcome. Man must be overcome. After 2 weeks resting in the YMCA, he's huddled in a sandblasted delivery van with a rubber mask and cheap plastic shoes, working out his opening moves against the Chan Buddhist master. The master who named the winds of consciousness. In this film, he's accepted at the back door of the Ma Shan monastery, asked to clean the chicken coops and crease the 6,000 handkerchiefs that lie on every wooden surface. He's a background fixture at the morning lectures on the Prajnaparamita Sutra. Until one Saturday over gruel, he fires from the hip. Not only is there no dust on the mirror, not only is there no one to know it, not only is there no enlightenment, but no one has ever been conscious. Red flames leap from Master Yin's eyes as Frank escapes laughing and works his way to Tibet. He decides to modify the idea at the Portola Palace in the heartbeat of the 500-year-old man. Giant conchas salute another clear wind. So he carries on to India, exposing the magic tricks of Sai Baba, where mysterious white ash and petals in the palm gets the guru a Patek Philippe or Vacheron. The son of Owen Glendover finds he can best champion material life by defeating the masters of metaphysical deception. Yet the more he stays in the East, where individuation has always been suspect, the more he understands Canterbury and Rome, and his hatred for Christian faith grows. Even if he could return to the mountains with Zarathustra and erase the fictions of good and evil, the moralisms of church and state would still inform the systematic savagery of will to power and the lust for personal immortality. Chasing white pigs on a Goan black sand beach, he sees the Indian Ocean fill his footprints. And he knows it's time to come in from the cold. A haircut at the New Delhi Intercontinental. debriefed in Tony's heavily accented Russian. The Vietnam War's entering a crucial new phase. Your new assignment is Berkeley, organizing the student anti-war movement and coordinating new left coalitions. Your ticket for San Francisco is under the towel. Touching down at LAX, Frank tells the cabbie, Gardena, the Monterey Club. And 30 minutes later, he's riding the steep face of a rush at 1020 draw poker. Back on the brushed green felt of the Wild West. That material agent, I know my audience picked it, but tell you the truth, spelunkers, that's pretty strange, isn't it? I mean, what is he doing in Tibet? Was he really working for the CIA? It's so unclear.
I think he said he wanted to take out a few gurus.
Take out a few gurus.
Yeah.
Well, that's a noble obsession, I guess. But take out the gurus for whom? For himself?
Yeah, well, he said he could be the best hippie, better than any hippie. You know what, Mr. Parker? I've come to the conclusion that this Frank Lendover might be a little full of himself. Maybe just a little full of himself. Possibly. Just like a finger.
Well, it looks to me like he was full of himself more before than after. I mean, you know, I guess maybe we all are when we're young. I mean, we're pretty immortal when we're young.
He said man must be overcome, which is true.
Well, that's definitely a Nietzschean perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And young people, they all like Nietzsche. That's true.
Jump
from mountaintop to mountaintop. You know.
The view from above, the top of the mountain. Sometimes the mountain finds Howlin' Wolf, and sometimes Howlin' Wolf finds you.
Oh, I tell you, KRAG 93.93.93, we're looking at you.
You know, he also mentioned that his new assignment was Berkeley, which kind of is mind-blowing. Because we thought he really was a hippie, Mr. Parker, didn't we? We really thought he was just a hippie who went from LA.
Sounds to me like he's a double, triple, quadruple agent. He pretended to be working for the Russians, pretended to be working for the CIA, and he was
Patrice Lumumba.
Pretending to be working for himself, which is even the strangest thing. I think he got all confused.
Yeah, he did. But Verdeel, well, Mr. Parker, Verdeel's taking a nap right now. He's had a lot of
Okay. Well, you know.
He said he really could identify with the material agent. The references over there to,
Okay, to the Russians, I understand. Well,
philosophy.
You know, the world is very dramatic. I mean, it's off. I mean, we love comedy here. We love music. We love art, all kinds of stuff. But, you know, you can't avoid the real drama of real life. That would be stupid. That would be inane. So you got to have comedy, and then you got to have tragedy. Right, you spelunkers. Right, you Herodans and asymptotes. ABCDers. I'm looking at you. And I'm thinking of you. And if you hadn't made me so, do you know what my audience rating is in Seattle now? 72%. It's higher than any other, it's higher than any other radio or TV show in the whole state. And it's because of you. My Haradans, my Beelzebubers. It's all because of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sorry about that, Mr. Clark.
Oh, do we have another clip?
Eileen, you have, well, Reveal's not coming out. Can you do another Carlos clip for us, please? Same episode. At the very end. No, past that. All the way to the end. The bedroom scene. She's got it. This one's...
Okay, well,
This one is,
it's another, it sounds like it's another
yeah.
deep dive into drama. You don't like it? Well, then we got to roll it anyways. Okay, well, anyone under 18, just go into the other room. You know. We can roll it. Roll it.
Kelly. Can you hear me? Do you know I'm here? It's Frank. I know this is the end of the road, and a couple of things I just have to tell you. First off is this. Jesse worked many years for this. You don't know what it means, but it means a lot to the world. It means everything to the world. And I know there's been some bad blood between us. But man to man, I thought you should know now, before you go. Jesse never wanted to tell you, but I feel like you have to know. You have. Achille, you have a grandson. His name is Nico. And he's bright and he's strong. Hopefully he will take the good in you and carry it on, and the bad will just let it dissolve into nothingness. So, Killer, goodbye.
Well, our audience really picked some heavy stuff this week.
Dark audience there, Mr.
But it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. I need a little something. Do we have Radil's music queued up? Can we pull ourselves out of
Oh
this?
yeah. We could do that. Let me see.
Okay.
Eileen, okay.
Useful.
You don't let him. He can sleep. Let him. Leave him alone. Just cue the video up. We want to watch it now. It's really cool. No. The third video on the cart is his. You got it? All right, you got it. There we go.
Okay. Love Locust coming up.
Silt
Love
Flats. Love locusts.
Here we go. Welcome back, my periwinkles. Welcome back. All of my axiomatics. Wasn't that great? Wasn't I mean that came all the way from Transylvania.
I never knew when I first heard this song months ago that the Silt Flats was one guy.
Yeah.
I thought this was 4 or 5 guitar players jamming together.
Right. No, I mean
no
he's got a very unique sound. He's got a very unique sound. I think
and you could see being a mute, all those colors on the screen and the jangly guitars. He talks with his music, Mr. Parker.
I think his. I have to say I don't see much of Lester Flatt in there, but
see what?
You know, it's mind to mind
Just
sometimes.
Turn the copier off and turn the fax on.
Yeah.
Mr. Parker, I got to go backstage.
Okay, sure. Well, anyways, I wanted just to thank. Again, I mean, life has a lot of ups and downs, you know. I mean, Susie, I thought I was in love with Susie. And what could be better than to come back after, you know, all those years and to feel like she was carrying a flame for me and I was carrying a flame for her. And it was just sparking. It was just sparking. And, well, it's life. As they say, c'est la vie. You know, c'est la vie. That's ups and downs. That's kind of how it goes sometimes.
Mr. Parker, the fax came in from Mick and Maury.
Yeah. Well, what did they say? We're number one again?
They said,
They said you're at the top of the board.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we know that. We know that. Yeah, yeah.
And they say that you can have a vacation for a month. But they also said that after the vacation, you're not coming back.
I'm not going to take no damn vacation. I'm top. What do you think? You think I should take off? What do you? Just say it's.
You're fired, Mr. Parker.
I'm fired.
They said please vacate your pastrami Reubens from the deli closet in the employee lounge as well as other utensils, artifacts.
No. That's okay. But I tell you what, I'm going to call their bluff. You know, I'll be seeing you next week. But you know, I'm cool. Here, I got my golf ball. Let me get my. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well. Yeah, we'll see you next week, okay? Take it easy. Thanks for the golf ball. Wow, that's cool.